Hi, Future Buffs. My name is Katie, and I'm a senior at Leeds studying marketing.
Hi everyone, my name is Sammy and I'm a senior studying finance and real estate. And today, Katie and I are going to discuss the most frequently asked questions from first-year students. To begin, we're going to start with housing.
So our first question is, what is the Leeds Residential Academic Program, or Leeds RAP? So this is a program for first-year business students. In this program, you get to take classes with your fellow business students right in the dorm. Professors host office hours in the dorm. You have access to an in-house academic advisor, and they host lots of community events so you can get to know your peers.
The second question is, what are the benefits of living in the RAP? There are quite a few when it comes to your first year housing selection. However, within the RAP, you're able to make those first year connections, as well as really get a kickstart into your academics, as well as your career planning. Katie and I actually met in the residence hall our first year, and we are now roommates to this day. In addition to that, that was where I first learned I wanted to go abroad through one of the special events hosted through the RAP from the Study Abroad office, as well as it really gave me a good idea of what academics moving forward would look like within Leeds.
I don't know what the next one.
And our final question for housing is, how are the dining halls on campus? This is a hotly asked question, specifically because you will be on campus your first year and being able to have a variety of options. There are a couple of different dining halls on campus, with the largest one being the Center for Community, or C4C. Within the C4C, there are about 12 different stations that you can choose from, my personal favorite being the dessert station. But with that, if you do have dietary restrictions, for me personally, I am vegetarian, and it's always easy to find different options. And it's a great way to switch it up by going to some of the other dining halls on campus offered, like our Alfred Packer Grill, or going to Sewell Hall.
So the next topic is coursework and career.
Is it easy to double major or minor as a business student? I personally am double majoring within the business school in both finance and real estate. And really, I've worked closely with my academic advisor to ensure that my four-year plan is up to date and correct, and I can get all of the classes that I'm required to in those years.
It's also easy to double major outside of the business school or minor outside of the business school. Again, this is something that you'll talk to your academic advisor about if you're interested once you arrive on campus. But you do have a certain number of unrestricted business electives into your four-year degree plan that you can easily use to pursue a double major or minor. The next question is, how do I find internships and jobs? So there are several ways at Leeds that you can go about this. The first is that Leeds students do have access to their own dedicated career advisors for all 4 years during their time at Leeds. They can help you with your job and internship search, including resumes, cover letters, mock interviews, even sending you job postings that they think you might be interested in. We also have recruiters from various companies on campus multiple times a week that you can connect with and ask them about any opportunities that are available at their companies. And then you can also network various ways through events, through mentoring programs, even reaching out to alumni on LinkedIn. And then finally, we do have a job board at CU called Handshake. It's kind of like Facebook meets LinkedIn, where you can find companies and apply for their jobs and see their job postings, and then recruiters can also find you and message you on that platform.
And our final question is, what is Leeds' post-graduation placement rate? On average, it's 90% or above, and working closely with your academic and career advisors, you'll really, as Katie mentioned, with all the different opportunities, find the career path that you're most passionate about, as well as really get a broader sense of what you're looking to get into.
So the next topic is involvement. The first question is, what do students do in their free time? So college is a lot different than high school, for example, because you're not in classes from 7:45 to 2:45 every day. You might only have class for an hour or two a day, potentially. So during your free time, you can use that to study and do homework, to become involved in clubs and organizations on campus, go outside and explore and boulder. Some students choose to have part-time jobs or internships during their free time. And then, of course, lots of people go skiing during their free time on the weekends.
Perfect. And our second question is, how can I get involved as a first-year student? There are a couple of different ways to get really plugged in and involved in your first year here at Leeds and CU Boulder as a whole. The first and foremost will be the involvement fair. This is held at the beginning of every year where all the different clubs and organizations from across CU Boulder gather around on the field, and you can walk from station to station and kind of check out what most aligns with your passions, your hobbies, and your interests. We also have throughout the residence halls, a lot of times there will be different postings of different clubs and organizations that you can get involved with, and as well as that, CU Boulder oftentimes posts different job offerings that they are currently hiring for. So if you're looking to make a little bit of extra money while also developing your career path, that's a great option as well.
So the next topic is involvement. The first question is, what do students do in their free time? So college is a lot different than high school, for example, because you're not in classes from 7:45 to 2:45 every day. You might only have class for an hour or two a day, potentially. So during your free time, you can use that to study and do homework, to become involved in clubs and organizations on campus, go outside and explore in Boulder. Some students choose to have part-time jobs or internships during their free time. And then, of course, lots of people go skiing during their free time on the weekends.
Perfect. And our second question is, how can I get involved as a first-year student? There are a couple of different ways to get really plugged in and involved in your first year here at Leeds and CU Boulder as a whole. The first and foremost will be the involvement fair. This is held at the beginning of every year where all the different clubs and organizations from across CU Boulder gather around on the field, and you can walk from station to station and kind of check out what most aligns with your passions, your hobbies, and your interests. We also have throughout the residence halls, a lot of times there will be different postings of different clubs and organizations that you can get involved with, and as well as that, CU Boulder oftentimes posts different job offerings that they are currently hiring for. So if you're looking to make a little bit of extra money while also developing your career path, that's a great option as well.
Our next topic is global opportunities. So the first question is, can I go abroad as a Leeds student? There are various opportunities for Leeds students to go abroad. The first is the first-year global experience, which Sammy will tell you a little bit more about. You can also go on global seminars. Those are multi-week trips taught by a Leeds faculty member, and you can get course credit for those. And they're normally during the summer. There are also opportunities for traditional study abroad semesters or years through the CU Study Abroad office. And then there are also opportunities for global internships if you're interested in that.
Our second question is, what is the first year global experience, or FGX? The FGX is a 2-credit-hour course that is taken in the spring semester of your first year. Within this, it gives you an introduction to a global mindset within the business framework, as well as it allows you to learn a little bit more specifically about a certain country's economy. There are all different options for FGX, including Italy, Spain, France, United Arab Emirates, Argentina, just to name a few. And within this class, you first learn about the economy and the overall business practices, and then you actually get to travel to that country for a week during spring break or over the summer. I personally participated in FGX, and I learned all about Italy, with our theme being food, fashion, and fast cars. So within this, when we did visit Italy, we got to visit places like Parmigiano Reggiano, the Parmesan cheese. We also got to visit Armani fashion, as well as Ferrari, just to name a few.
The next topic is the student life experience. The first question is, what has been your most valuable experience as a Leeds student? For me personally, I'd say my most valuable experience has been competing in case competitions through the Center for Ethics and Social Responsibility, or CSER, and the Diverse Scholars Program. These case competitions have given me valuable opportunities to learn problem-solving skills, communication skills, and I've also met some amazing people that have been on my team.
And for me personally, my most valuable experience was going abroad in my second semester of my third year here at Leeds. I went abroad to southern Spain and absolutely fell in love with the country, the people, the culture, and even my academics while I was over there. I got to take some different courses, including international finance, which I absolutely adored since I am a finance student, but also got to engage with different Spanish courses. And I really felt like it was an eye-opening experience, specifically since I am from Colorado, to see a different and new and exciting place.
And finally, the last question is, what is your favorite part of being a Leeds student? For me, I'd say my favorite part of being a Leeds student is the community. It really is a community of like-minded peers that are really driven and innovative, but they're also very supportive, and it doesn't feel like a super competitive environment at Leeds.
And for me, I would say my favorite thing about being a Leeds student is the professors as well as the curriculum that Leeds offers. Before I entered Leeds, I knew I wanted to study business but wasn't 100% sure as to what I wanted to do. However, over the past 4 years, I've really found my passions, and a lot of professors have helped me develop professionally as well as really learn new skills and hone in the skills that I came into Leeds with.
Right, Future Buffs, that's a wrap on this video. I hope that we were able to answer a lot of your questions.
And Sco Buffs!